Video diary for Friday, July 12th, 2024. Had a pretty busy week. Obviously not doing videos. So let's recap. Monday, drove to Nashville and spent the night for Sarah Cannon. Mostly lab stuff. Got to eat at was it Tom's Big Game Grill on West End. Had to buy some burger. It was okay. For $20 I expected better. But the cheesecake for dessert was pretty awesome. And Josie said her veggie burger was pretty doggone good too, so I'll give it that. Would we go back? Maybe. I think there's a lot better places in Nashville to eat. But I'm going to try not to turn this into foodie review. But Tuesday, also I had a fast. So that was that was Monday night. And sorry, I got stuff on my lip. And I had a fast for some stuff on Tuesday. And of course, woke up starving and couldn't do anything about it. No, actually, so I couldn't have food 6 hours before my PET scan. That's what the fasting was for. So I set an alarm for 5:45 and chugged a muscle milk that I'd put next to the bed on the nightstand. I feel like a bodybuilder again, waking up in the middle of the night to get protein in you, but hey, I needed something, so that worked. So anyways, had to get up super early for that, and then just lab work at Sarah Cannon, which took quite a while. It was a doctor visit, and then EKG, where they hook up all the leads to you and I guess measure your heart rhythm. I have no idea really what it's for. And then they drew 10 or more vials of blood. It was a lot of blood they took. After that, it was straight to the CT scan and PET scan at a different hospital, a little bit outside of Midtown, and did that. If you've ever had a PET scan or never had, it's basically you drink this contrast solution and you wait an hour, and then they inject you with something, and then you wait an hour, and then you do your scan on the table, and that takes 30 minutes because I think I got a full body scan, head to toe. And they did a CT from my head, from my chest to my knee, so they're looking at the lungs plus the new growth on the leg, and I got some results about that today, which I'll talk about in a minute. So yeah, we did all that, and then went and got some food at 51st Street Diner on West End Boulevard. Also, that was really good. That's not diner, 51st Street Deli, and that place is pretty jamming. I'll definitely go back there. I got a good cortado coffee, and looks like they have fresh squeezed orange juice and all sorts of goodies there, so that might be a staple for us, especially if I'm not feeling too hot. You can order online, and me or Josie can go pick it up, or even have a DoorDash to worst case scenario. I crashed really hard that day, Wednesday, I guess that was. Was that Wednesday? No, that was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. I crashed really hard that afternoon. I planned on doing a video, but I ended up feeling like garbage, and I laid on the couch in the hotel, and I think I had a protein shake and maybe some chips for dinner or something, just hardly nothing. I mean, sometimes I get so fatigued, my body hurts. It's really weird, and my body hurts already, and then literally the fatigue hurts. So my body just gives up. It's done fighting, and you can't just fall asleep and sleep it off. Your body resists the sleeping, so you're just kind of stuck in this almost vegetative state where you're just laying there. You don't want to watch TV. You don't want to listen to music. You don't want to do anything. You want to go to sleep, but you can't. And it's actually quite pathetic looking and feeling, but it is what it is. And usually a little food helps, and just getting yourself motivated to get ready and go to bed helps too. you really just need to sleep it off. The next morning I felt fine. We ate breakfast at the hotel and then got going to my Thursday appointment, which was an echocardiogram, where it's like a ultrasound of your heart, making sure your heart's good. Did that, and then we got on the road, and we were leaving Nashville by noon or so, headed back home, and went out and had some pho for lunch yesterday. When we got home from Nashville, Josie did some unpacking, I did some resting, and then we went out for dinner at City Cafe last night because we let the day slip by us, and we didn't have any food prepared. We've kind of been bad about prepping food for ourselves since we got back home. I guess also yesterday I had the day off, and Josie had to go into work. And I planned on doing a video yesterday to recap all this, but I didn't get around to it in the morning. Like, it's 12:30 right now in the afternoon, and I was like, oh, I'll do it in the afternoon, right? Well, by 2-3 o'clock, I was just pooped and completely exhausted, so I ended up like trying to nap with the dog and stuff like that. But full intentions on doing that yesterday. But yesterday I did do a birthday card for Cameron. I did his 7th birthday. So I'm gonna try to do like a card or two a week or something like that. I need to find a good pace. And also I need to find creative things and unique and thoughtful things to write inside them. And I just can't. I'm not a creative machine where I could just do them like back to back to back to back. So I need some time to think about what I'm going to write in them. And because it's going to be more than just happy birthday. I mean, that's kind of dumb to just give your kid a very generic birthday card if you're not around. So I really want them to be thoughtful and something like age appropriate, like for whatever age he's at. I want it to be age appropriate, and it takes a lot more thought and creativity than I imagined, but we'll do it. So got some stuff I'm working on for 8th birthday that I'm thinking through, and I think when the time is right, maybe this weekend I'll do the 8th birthday or something like that. So yeah. Otherwise, I finally finished Dune, the book. I'm working on the appendix now. Good book. I have to say the movies are probably better. There are some characters missing from the movie, at least the new movie, that aren't represented, that are in the book. But you know, the main thing between the plot, maybe not the plot, but the main thing between the book and the movies is the movie's a quasi love story and obviously a power story with Paul. The book is much less a love story, and it's a Hollywood thing. Like a sci-fi or action movie without some sort of love story isn't going to probably do well with audiences. So they kind of cut out some of the stuff that wasn't related to that from the book and over embellished the romance between Paul and Shani, the Fremen girl that he's dating or married. Whereas it's like much more of like an arranged marriage, and she's kind of cool with everything in the book, like whatever. They kind of really, the movie kind of turns it into this deep romantic love that's not really reflected in the book. So interesting plot twist. And so the second Dune movie does end where the book ends. And so for the third movie, I guess I'll have to get Dune Messiah, that book, and start reading that one to get caught up with that. But anyways, good book. Probably think the movies did it a little bit better. The books are good, but they can be slow. I mean, it's a slow building book. But anyways, glad I read it. Today's Friday, and let's see what's going on today. Sarah Cannon called just a little bit ago, and they want to drain fluid out of my lungs, apparently, before I get on trial. Nashville's apparently booked up for like 2 weeks to get anything done. It's called a pleural embolism or something like that, but it's basically I have fluid in my pleural space, and they want to clear that out before I get on trial, or as soon as possible while I'm on trial next week, potentially. Yeah, they say it's probably contributing to my shortness of breath, and it's actually gotten worse, especially on the right hand side, like down here toward the diaphragm. So with the tumor growth there and the fluid, that's probably two substantial reasons why my breathing is as bad as it is. And so if I can get some relief with them removing the fluid, that's awesome. I'll take all the relief I can get, because breathing it's heavy work now. And I have no idea how much fluid there is there. There's been fluid there since April, roughly. And the doctors in April were, what's the word I'm looking for? They were indecisive of whether or not it was worth going after, whether it was worth pursuing, because the volume wasn't really there. And now it appears there's a little bit more consensus about, yeah, we should go for this. So basically they'll take a big long needle. I don't know if they'll put me under or just like local anesthesia, whatever. It'll probably be some huge needle and ultrasonic guide, and they'll jab me between my ribs, suck it out, and be done. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? So we may end up doing it in the ER, actually, this Saturday, if they can get that booked here locally. Otherwise, we'll probably try to get it done somewhere in Nashville next week. So waiting to hear a call back on that. But we'll be in Nashville all next week. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It'd be an interesting week. Otherwise, for the weekend, we're hoping Josie's car comes in and we can test drive it. She's eager to do it. I am too. I mean, I'm stuck at the house without a car right now, so it's important that I get some wheels, some backup wheels if I need to go do something. We got new dining room chairs in and assembled yesterday. Josie did that, and they look fantastic. They're like a dark emerald green, and they're upholstered, curved back, and super soft bottom. There was another trip to World Market where we weren't planning on spending money, and then we sat in these chairs, and we're like, man, we need new chairs anyways, so let's just do it. And it's money well spent. Sofa should be coming in this week, or sometime this week, and we'll get that picked up as soon as we're back in town, and that'll be nice too. And that's really kind of the last big stuff we need for the house is dining room chairs and sofa. Of course, now that we've upgraded dining room chairs, Josie thinks we need a new dining room table, and we've been looking at these tulip, what are they called? Tulip pedestal style tables. And Restoration Hardware has one that I absolutely love, but I don't know if I love the price. It's kind of tough to stomach paying that much money for a table. So knockoffs, we're looking at knockoffs, and it's all hit and miss. It's like, it's cheap, but it looks like garbage, or it's like, it's pretty expensive. You might as well just buy the real deal. Well, we'll figure out what we do. I think for now we'll stick with my Craigslist find table for now, and worry about the different table later. Probably not the highest priority. Definitely a want, not a need. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, like I said, today's Friday. Josie's at work, feeling good so far. Hopefully it stays that way. I don't want to fade. And it's going to be hot this weekend and next week, like upper 90s, 95 to 99 here and in Nashville. So just going to kind of be brutal. And I guess I'll be staying inside a lot because the heat really kind of zaps it out of me. But we'll see. This weekend, if I can, I've I've got a birthday party to go to for my friend's kids. I hope I can make it unless they schedule this ER fluid removal of my lungs on a Saturday, which they could. We'll see. We'll see what they call back and say. Of course, that takes priority. And my grandparents' 70th wedding anniversary celebration is this weekend, and I'm going to call them today probably and wish them happy anniversary and tell them, well, I'm sure you've heard by now I'm not going to make it. I wish I could be there. Love you. Miss you. See you when I can see you type stuff. Yep, we'll head up to Nashville on Sunday and spend the week. Got Wilson back for a few days. It was good to see him. He's over here napping. Show him to you. Hey, say hello, you lazy dog. Anyways, it's good to have him back. I didn't know how much I missed that dog. I think that's it for now. Catch you tomorrow or Sunday. Love you, Kim.